All right, Miss Daniela, you are up next.
Okay, thank you. Hi, everyone. Hi, beautiful guides. I got a lot of questions that I had in my mind already answered. I think that's how you roll. Um, that's why a new one popped up, and I think it's connected to all the questions I had in my head. Why am I so much tired lately? I mean, I usually am very energized in your sessions here, and today I have a hard time not falling asleep. Uh, it's not because it's boring or I don't like it. I don't really know. Maybe it's connected that I was taken out at the beginning of the year for 2 months. My body was taken out, and now since a few weeks, I'm eating like there's no tomorrow. And now I just had to go again and get a snack, and it's always sweet. So I think it's immediate energy, and I feel a little bit better now. But can you shine a light on that? Because I think a lot of people are going through that, even of my friends who are not quote unquote so aware. And yeah, I'm curious what you have to say to that. Thank you so much.
Hello, beautiful child. We're very thrilled that you went and got yourself a snack. No, we're just kidding. We just have to keep talking about snacks now. Okay, let us show you. A lot of you are going to feel tired, and some of you may feel the opposite. It's quite funny, yes? We're all set up very differently depending on what's happening in the world. But, child, you specifically, yes, you are right. You have not been in your body much, you need to know. You have chosen to be helping more in the higher dimensions to assist the earth in that way. So you are not in your physical vehicle very often, very slightly. We would say you like to stay in your physical vehicle just enough to keep it alive. And then when we say, no, you have to go back in for a little bit or your vehicle's not going to survive, and people are starting to wonder why she's just staring into nothingness. They say, is she okay? And you go back in and you say, oh, exhausted, feel horrible. And you utilize the food to ground yourself back to Gaia. You're trying to get back into this reality, into that dimensional field, the energy. And it's very heavy, isn't it? We are so sorry. That third density is quite a kick in the pants to really get you. It's not light and flowy like you would all like it to be. It is heavy and you feel it when you come back. So you have been personally not been attached to your third dimensional vehicle very often, child. And so this is hard. But there are many of you doing this. We are all working very, very diligently at night while you think you are asleep to assist now, to raise the vibration. You all connect with your higher dimensional selves outside of the third dimension. And you are assisting in this work on all different levels. You all do various work at night. You're very varied beings. We could not tell you what you're all doing, but you do a lot. And it is not within the third dimensional space of time reality. And therefore, when you reconnect with this physical vehicle, you say, by God, this is heavy and tiring. I can barely keep it going. And we do not know how you feel. But that is how we perceive your thoughts when you enter back into your vehicle. And we are trying to assist, but you just need to see that you are doing so much work in the higher dimensions that entering into the third dimension is quite heavy. And like the other child here talked about her emotions, we listened in and we share that that is true too, that a lot of the heavy density is the lower density that's dissolving. Do you see, children? So the lower third dimension is ceasing to exist. It's a spectrum. Think of a spectrum of light. Think about perhaps your ruler, and you mark on your ruler, okay, When the Matrix program was first set up on Earth, it included number 1 through 2 through 3 through 4. And now, guess what, children? Because of all of your high vibrational energy, because of all of your hard work, because you came to rescue Mother Earth, you are dissolving 1 inch, 2 inch, and the 3rd inch is starting to dissolve. And now only the upper 3rd and 4th dimensions are starting to remain. But as you know, energy doesn't just disappear, does it? What happens to that lower 3rd? Oh, I know, call on me. The higher dimensional beings transmute it into higher dimensional light. You are literally creating the new Earth. Congratulations. Do you see? Do you see how that works? So we say, take in the lower density. Don't throw a pity party. Try not to, at least. You can for a minute. Go ahead. But then, when you're done, we want you to transmute it into light, because that's your superpower. And you say, okay, then what? Well, as you transmute it into light, what is that light? It's new Earth. You create it, create it, create it, create it, and poof, number 3 on your ruler disappears. It's like a magic trick, and it's gone forever in eternity, and we wish it adieu. We no longer want to deal with it ever again. And the reptiles lose. Boo-hoo. Do you see? Does that make sense to you?
Yes, words of hope. So that means the 20 pounds I gained in the last 3 weeks, I can transmute into light.
Ha! All of you with your weight, we are laughing. Why don't you ask Heather and Sarah? They have a new meditation for you to transmute all of that density. They truly do. We're not kidding. And yes, it is. We've shared this many times. We will just show you. Your physical vessel is attuned to your soul. Your soul is a higher vibrational being, does not belong in the 3rd dimension. And when heavier densities are coming through transformational times where there is fear on the planet, where people are in need, where the darkness is coming up and you are transmuting it, your body says, I must shield myself from this frequency. And that is part of it. And so you are shielding and shielding and shielding. You're creating a barrier of protection from what you are perceiving to be a threat. It is not sure of the word. We see that many of you get very upset about it. Very upset. We have laughed at you many times for this, for we just see that it is energy. We don't see the problem. We say, what's their problem with it? So what if there's bigger people and smaller people? It does not matter. Oh yes, we forgot. Their minds are stuck in the 3rd dimension where they truly feel that the shape of their body determines their worth. The 3rd dimensional matrix has been hard on them, hasn't it? So although we sympathize with you, we say you need to elevate yourself. Stop worrying about it so much. You know you're a higher dimensional being, and the shape and the size of the vehicle in which your soul inhabits does not mean anything about your soul. It just means you're a very good transmuter of light.
Okay.
So it is okay, child. It's not who you are, and it will be transmuted easily soon, okay?
Super, that's very awesome. But I tell you, I'm not so vain. And the problem is really to ship this body over the stairs into my apartment. So that's my concern.
Now you have this vehicle laughing. That's quite funny to her. She's thought that's funny. We are laughing with you. You can just laugh as you go up the stairs, we suppose.
I do. Otherwise I cry. I do. Thank you so much. I love you.
I think we're all feeling that. these days, Daniela. So the hot topic of conversation with all of us for sure. All right. That was a great question, great answers.